everyone, welcome back to my channel, and here I am with another video which is none other than my January bullet journal setup. Without any further ado, let's get right into the plan with me. Well, for January, I went with this really colorful theme which was of the rainbows that were blasting out of the clouds, and I really wanted to implement this idea since the last year, but I just didn't find the right month for making this, and January 2021 was the perfect month to make this, like a new beginning, a new year, and really colorful, having to mean I really wanted my next year to go bright, and that is what the theme symbolizes, that the next year should go really bright and colorful. And I think this theme makes a lot of sense considering how 2020 has gone. I even made this white dot at the end of the rainbow since it added a lot to the beauty of the rainbows, and that was it for my first page of the brand new year's month. And moving on to the quote page, I wrote, "There's gotta be rain if you want the rainbows," and I think this makes a lot of sense with the theme I chose for this month, that was the rainbows themselves. And I think overall I really like the cover page of the month. Moving on to the weekly spreads, obviously the same setup every time for the weekly spreads. I mean, everyone has just got to experiment with the background of the weekly spreads. I think I even mentioned the same thing in the September Plan With Me setup, that you can't experiment a lot with the weekly spreads except for the drop shadows and things like that. So I just obviously made my entire themes like theme-based doodles in the page, and I think it all looked really good together. I made these rainbow kind of moving all around the page, like a train ribbon kind of a structure all over the page, and I think it really looked good. I couldn't draw the entire rainbows behind the page since it would have looked too vibrant, and I made these kind of rainbows just moving here and there all over the page, and that looked really good. And I didn't like the way the January was also just dropping the rainbows down below, since there was already a rainbow over there. Thereby, I later on ended up writing Happy New Year 2021 over there instead. Moving on to the mood tracker. For the mood tracker also, I chose almost the same kind of the setup for the mood tracker, and I made this cloud, and I made sure that this page isn't too bright like my weekly spreads page, so I went with this subtle kind of a look, and I think it really looked good. On the habit tracker on the other page too, I made almost like the same kind of setup, it is almost the same kind of a setup, and that was it for my mood and habit tracker. Moving on to the brainstorm page, I actually changed the name from brain dump to brainstorm, considering entire 2020 year I've just written brain dump and wanted to do some kind of different namely spread. Thereby I went with brainstorm, as I could put all my ideas over here. The next page I wrote this quote saying, "The greater your storm, the brighter your rainbow," and I think this is a really motivating quote, and again makes a lot of sense with the theme I've chosen for this month, and I think it really adds to the beauty of my spread. And overall, that is it for my January Plan With Me setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you really did, then do mention in the comment section below which spread was your favorite.